Hey everyone, welcome to another Ragnarok M classic video. It's been a while since my last instant/build update. So for this video, I will give an update to my stats, skills, equipment, and handbook progress. Some of you are also asking about my current handbook and other stuffs. So if you are interested, then be sure to watch it until the end. Before we start, I wanted to share that over 80% of the people watching my videos are not yet subscribed. While subscribing is completely optional and I won't pressure you to do so, I would really appreciate it if you decided to subscribe. It's free, and you can always unsubscribe if you change your mind in the future. Thank you, and let's get back to the main topic of this video. I have a video that covers my complete build guide. In this video, I will only discuss the progress and changes related to my build. If you would like to see the detailed build guide, I will include the video link in the description. Anyway, let's start with my stat changes. I modified my stats to maximize each stat that I need. First one is the agility. I put 44 to agility to get exactly 480% attack speed while using Meal Bee and Awakening Potion. Here's my attack speed without food buff. Now let's use Agumil, an Awakening Potion. Now, it's 480%. I allocated 51 points to luck to achieve exactly 80 critical hits, 99 points to strength to increase my attack power, and the remainder to intelligence for my magic attack. You don't need to copy this stat allocation since we might have different stats, so make this only as a reference, and adjust it based on your current stats. Now, let's head to my equipments. My weapon is still the same. There's no progress here at the moment, although I tried to refine it to at least plus 12, but it always go down to 9, so I always end up using my resources to make it plus 10 again. But I will definitely try again soon. For the offhand item, I plan to safely refine it to plus 12 before upgrading it to star. We will be able to upgrade offhand to star version in the next patch, so this is my project at the moment. But I cannot do it right now, since Shield of Naga suddenly became snapping and a lot of people are hoarding, so I might wait until it goes back to normal. For armor, it is still plus 10 and probably will stay at plus 10 for a long time since there are so many things to prioritize first. For garment, I have plus 12 Ancient Cape. I plan to replace it to undershirt since I'm using auto attack. But they will release the legend instances soon, so we're going to be needing at least 140 to 160% ignore def, so I will stay on Ancient Cape, and will probably switch to active skill instant slash since star version of Ancient Cape gives a lot of skill damage. Although undershirt star is also a good choice because it gives a lot of critical hit rate and crit damage. But I think we will not achieve 160% ignore defense without using Ancient Cape since we can't use Rosa Bracelet. For foot gears, it's still Rift Boots, since Rune Boots is very expensive. I will just use this one until I get plus 12 slotted Rune Boots. For the card, I change it to Familiar Star card for more magic attack. I was planning to buy Time Holder card, but I might gonna change to active skills soon, so Time Holder won't be that much useful on my build. For first accessory, I change it to plus 12, Critical Ring. You might be wondering why I'm using this accessory. Well, I think that Critical Ring is also a good choice since it gives a lot of crit and attack. Plus 12 Critical Ring gives a total of 14 critical hit rate, which is huge since we get 1% damage increase for every 5 crit we have. We got 14 here, so it's almost 3% damage increase. We can also get 4% attack and 100 raw attack after upgrading it to tier 4. I was trying to snap the Critical Ring that has Sharp Blade 1 with 3% physical damage increase and 6 crit enchantment. But someone snapped it at the last minute and I lost, so I end up getting this instead. But I will try to change the enchantment of this one, hopefully with at least 3% physical damage increase and 6 crit rate to have a total of 7% damage increase. Overall, Critical Ring is also a good choice if you want to pump your critical and attack stat. It's also very cheap, so you can easily buy plus 12 with card slot. For the second accessory, I'm also using a budget-friendly one. Staunch Ring doesn't need specific refinement to get the plus 5% attack and plus 5% magic attack effect. You just need to put slot for the card and it's good to go. But I will probably replace it for another plus 12 critical ring soon, since my plan is to pump my critical as much as possible. For headwear, I'm using the plus 6 Bashful Moment, but I will probably switch to Ignore Def headwear when challenging legend instances, since my Ignore Def is just 104%. For card, I'm using the Andre Star card for penetration and Ignore Def. The rest of my headwears are all the same as before. Facewear is the One Punch Man collab costume, Shadow Dragon Cub for mouth, Nibelian Star for back, and Heartseeker Abbey for tail. But I might change the tail to Ice Ridge Sculpture once I switch to skill type build. A lot of people are asking for my handbook update, so let's talk about it in this video. My attack right now is 970 and only 550 magic attack. I'm close to my goal, which is 1000 attack, so I can finally pump my magic attack soon. For my HP, yeah, it's kind of left behind at the moment, since I'm focusing in my DPS stat. I cannot upgrade all of stat at the same time, since I'm having a hard time getting Eden Coin. In fact, I'm still having a shortage for Eden Coin, even I'm just focusing only on attack. But all in all, I'm still happy on my handbook progress. There's no need to rush, as there are many upgrades needed besides the handbook. For my skills, there are not many changes here. All are the same except for the Shield of Defense. I maxed it out because it gives 1 attack every 12 defense and 1 magic attack every 6 magic defense. And then for Master Skill, I stopped upgrading it since I already have level 10 Instant Slash and level 10 Seize the Chance. I might max out the amulet counter once I finished my equipments because it can also improve my DPS capability. But for the Taunt passive, I will just leave it at level 1 since I'm not using tank build. This passive must be max if your goal is to tank in dungeon instances, since it gives 100% chance to taunt enemy monster each time you attack using Instant Slash. But if you're using a DPS build, then it might just makes you more squishy, since the boss will always attack you. So it's your decision if you want to get the boss aggro all the time, or you just want to deal damage without a risk of always dying. For my Easer Monument, the nodes are all the same as before. The only changes are the attack and magic attack from the small nodes. I focused in my guild contribution instead of gold medal since they adjusted the Easer Monument. We don't need to unlock some of the big nodes unlike before, so no need to have tons of gold medal to unlock all of the attack nodes. That's it for the build update. Now let's do some damage testing. I will test my damage to Runemaster Brave later, but let's test our damage on the training dummy in Prontera first. I'm curious because the last time I tried, my damage was only around 1 million. Let's try without food buffs first. Here's my stat without food, except Agility Meal B, since I used it to show my attack speed before. I have cook food here, but it's just from 1-star food without attack or magic attack stat. So my base damage is around 2,418,000. And if Greatest General card activated, it can go up to 2,600,000. Now let's use some food buffs. Here's my stats after using food buffs. My damage became 3,680,000. I think it's decent, but it's clearly low since some of my equipment and cards are for MVP monsters. So let's go and try it to Rune Master Brave. A lot of people complaining about the Novice Undead Dragon, so let's change our main target to Rune Master Brave. Also, let's change the other dummy to Other Brave Instances Boss. So my damage to Rune Master Brave is around 840,000. I also showed my damage in an actual Thanatos Brave in the beginning of this video, so you can check it out if you're curious. Anyway, that's it for this video. Don't forget to give a like and subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Thank you, and see you on the next one.